Quite a while ago, I stumbled upon a channel by the name of Helicult and its counterpart that's spelled slightly different. Together, these two channels boast a total of 4 videos, and the content within them can only be described as peculiar, to say the least. The inception of the first channel dates back to May 2015, followed by the creation of the second channel in July of 2016. From the titles and thumbnails, it's evident that these videos revolve around some form of deity, or a similar entity that appears to be worshipped in some manner, with the profile picture being the symbol of this cult. Surprisingly, there is practically no information available about Helicult online. The most we can find are a few Reddit posts and some other intriguing discoveries. However, without further ado, let's delve into the content of these videos and see what they have to offer. The first video showcases a painting of some sort of smiling creature that looks like it just told a lie. It has long black hair, gray skin, and yellow eyes. It almost looks aquatic in a way, but that might just be me. At one point in the video, the person behind the camera nods a hand held up and down. It makes me speculate if this video was initially for a friend or something, and they were speaking in the video only to end up muting the audio. There really isn't much to go off from in the video, but if we scroll down to the comments, we can see something interesting. A user, going by the name of Micah, simply says, "I believe in Helis," giving this creature a name before even the creator saying what the name of this thing is. What's weird to me is that I'm unsure if the creation of this creature was initially supposed to be just called Heli, or if it was always intended to be Helis. Throughout these videos, you'll see through comments and descriptions that its name is indeed Helis, but I just thought it was a bit odd. Continuing on with the comments, we have a user going by the name of Ignito, actually replying to Micah saying,
"Hey, have you actually blanked your face out? I'm pretty sure I've seen you with one sometime before, right? Have you experienced something of this vast significance? Any massive impact on the identity by chance? If we're still out there, could you unveil but a bit, prove me wrong? Or just say anything? I am just curious about these unfamiliar cults, and how this particular one works, since I joined myself F."
The comment by Agnito is pretty confusing to look at. It sucks grammatically and just makes little to no sense. All we can derive from it is that apparently being in contact with Helis could potentially impact you of some sorts. Micah actually responded to Agnito with,
"I'm still out here, but I cannot be unveiled. For Helis, I have been completely blanked. Help."
which in my opinion sounded really corny. Sometimes you'll notice something being slightly corny in the way these people speak, but we'll get back to that later. If we were to check out Micah's and Agnito's channels, then nothing comes up really. The only thing we could find out is that Agnito's name is possibly Filipino, which would explain the, well, awful grammar. Besides that though, there's nothing else to this video. Just a random shot of a painting with no context whatsoever. So let's go ahead and move on to the next entry. Okay, this one has a bit more to unpack from it. It starts off with the person in a bathroom. The footage is black and white this time with some music that sounds like I'm in the final castle of a Mario game. Eventually we get to a point where a light turns on, and Helis is revealed yet again painted on another canvas. Despite the poor video quality, it's discernible that Helis assumes a posture reminiscent of that to Buddha, grinning as they do. And a few moments later, the person behind the camera goes down to Helis' feet. And this is where I might be looking too much into it, but this action might symbolize an act of reverence or worship, akin to paying homage to a divine entity, a profound gesture of devotion. Not only that, but we can see the same symbol from the Helicult profile picture right underneath Helis, confirming that this is their symbol, although it is very choppy due to the footage. As the video draws to a close, the person returns to the bathroom, offering a glimpse of their hand. Based on the appearance of their fingernails, we might infer that they are female. For the time being, let's refer to this individual as she. The video concludes with her shutting the bathroom door, leaving us with this enigmatic imagery. And one thing I want to note is that throughout the duration of the video, a prominent feature is the collective voice of numerous individuals engaged in various chants and speeches. The language being spoken is distinctly French in nature, We've been fortunate to enlist the assistance of two individuals named Abrion and Eperion, who has played a crucial role in helping us decode and translate segments of the spoken content within the video. Although the dialogue is not always crystal clear, making it challenging to discern the precise details of the conversation, I'll provide you with some of the valuable insights that both Abrion and Eperion have managed to extract on the screen alongside the audio. It sounds like randomly spliced dialogue from various places. I tried digging into where, these speeches came from, but I wasn't able to. Even then, I'm unsure if there's a correlation between Helicult and what was being said, or if it was just, just used to try and be creepy. Though I do believe that the creator of these channels might actually be French, because in the description there's actually something written there this time.
Hell is the spirit of joyfulness. Hell is to call upon for guidance. Hell is always cheer. Hell is cheer, and so are you when his company. Hell is always there and protector.
Heli's cheer, and so are you when his accompany? This line is what makes me think this person might be French due to the improper English being said here. Heli's is characterized as a being who brings forth joy, cheer, guidance, and protection. It's an intriguing notion, but whether these qualities align with any specific religious tradition, like Buddhism with its path to enlightenment, remains uncertain. It's unclear if the protection Heli's offers or any other attributes resemble those attainable through the practice of Buddhism. Apart from these considerations, we can see Elagnito's inquiry about Micah in the comments, whom they refer to as Faceless Micah. Despite the mystery and unanswered questions, one notable aspect is the uploader's evident devotion to Heli's, which continues to unfold as these videos progress.
To anyone who decided to contact Heli's, I will tell you more about the spirit of cheer, so listen carefully.
Throughout this entire video, we are met with what seems to be Heli's being puppeteered underneath some sort of robe, while a text-to-speech voice overlays the footage. To me, this looks like someone just discovering Windows Movie Maker, but at the very least, we're finally getting some actual dialogue here. Just so you don't have to sit through all of this, I'll read off the transcript. To anyone who decided to contact Heli's, I will tell you more about the spirit of cheer, so listen carefully. When you decide to let Heli's in your life, silence your mind to fullest and think of him. Feel easy and already grateful for goodness you are granted, but is distant only in time. You can turn to Heli's in every moment in your life. He always hears and is always here when you need. When you connect with Heli's, you soon start to notice you soon start to notice synchronicity, meaning coincidence, smiles in your surroundings. Smiles in various places, moments, and situations, but directly for you to notice. This is the sign that the connection has been made. This is that Heli's has come to you. Don't try to be smart here or you get nothing. Everything in the world can be explained. You just let him flow and receive the cheerfulness. So, that was a lot. But I tried searching for something about this spirit of cheer, but nothing came of it, unfortunately, besides fucking Santa, I guess. This really does seem to be a niche cult that this person is either wanting to take off or just wants to come off as creepy. This video does, however, offer insight into what this being supposedly provides to those that worship it, which is cheerfulness and what seems to be mindfulness, some sort of inner peace. The description simply reads, "Contact Heli's." And weirdly enough, the comments on this video seem to have been disabled. I'm unsure if this has always been the case, but unfortunately there's just no way to view them, if there are any, since there are no web archives of that page. There isn't much to derive from this video, so perhaps it's just best we move on for now. The interesting thing about this video is that it was released on November 17th, 2019. Approximately 3 years, 3 months, and 1 day from the prior upload on the channel, which of course was Helicult 3. This will be the last video this person has posted up until now, and once again there isn't much shown here to gain really. The entirety of the video is this odd mix of deep rumbling sounds and other oddities. This goes on for 3 minutes and really has no significance at all. The picture of Heli's shown here is the painting from the very first video that was showcased, but otherwise running this video through a spectrogram to find anything hidden results in nothing. The description reads, meditate Helis in cycles forever or only once. And besides that, there's nothing else, not even anything in the comment section. With these 4 videos, there really isn't much to find out anything except for who Helis is exactly. There is zero information about this cult online besides these videos. The best I could do was contact one of the commenters from before, that of which actually being Micah. Hey, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask some questions if you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Sweet. The name is... So, nice to meet you. About 3 years ago, a YouTube channel called Helicult and Helicult made 3 videos. I saw that you commented on these videos saying things such as, I believe in Helis. Do you genuinely believe in this figure, or were you just acting and or playing along? If you don't feel comfortable responding to certain questions, then you can just tell me and I won't ask about it again.
Hi, it's been a while since I've heard anybody mention Helis to me. I genuinely believe in the figure.
Oh, that's really cool. Is this Helis well known around some parts? Also, how did you find out about Helis and what made you consider to believe it?
Not that I'm aware of. Very few people know of Helis. I believe I stumbled upon him on some sort of wiki page and decided to do further research until I found those videos.
Oh, interesting. What makes you believe in it?
Not sure. I've just been intrigued and I feel like I'm forced to believe in the figure now.
I see. I've looked online for this wiki page you've spoken of, but I was unfortunately unable to find it. Also, this El Ignito person on YouTube responded to your comment and asked you a few questions. The comment you made was on the Helicult 1 video. However, El Ignito made another comment on Helicult 2 calling you Faceless Micah. Would you mind explaining to me about the questions El Ignito asked and why you're called Faceless Micah? Do they know you as well?
In my experience with Helis, when I first discovered and began to research this figure, there was a time that has just completely been wiped from my memory. I remember being almost taken over by the figure and began watching these few videos that existed at the time that dealt with the idea of Helis cult. I would watch them for hours and almost constantly research and almost worship Helis. Anything else from that time I can't seem to remember. I'm not sure who these people are, or at least anymore. May I ask you why you're asking me these questions? Just curiosity? Or is this for research project?
Just pure curiosity. I'm also telling others about the questions I'm asking and the answers I'm receiving. We all think this is fascinating.
Okay. It's been a few months since I've heard about Helis in general. I've since tried to cut Helis out of my life, but I'm also fascinated with it. Every so often I would check up Helis. But if I remember correctly, there were about 4 to 5 YouTube videos about Helis. These have since been deleted for an unknown reason. I'm almost certain a lot of the information over the figure and the cult itself has been erased. Are you aware of these videos?
Actually, they're still up. The first 3 videos are up from 3 years ago, and a new one called Cycles of Helis has actually been recently uploaded 3 weeks ago just after 3 years of silence.
Okay, interesting. Maybe I'll begin my research over the figure again. I've always believed in Helis and the cult itself.
Do you happen to remember exactly where you read about Helis, though? I've looked everywhere and couldn't find anything about it. After my last message, he never ended up responding to me. I find it odd how Micah said in confidence that these videos have been, quote, deleted for unknown reasons when they haven't left at any point in time. It's pretty obvious this is all baloney and he's just screwing around, but if you're deeply interested in the convoluted Helicult lore, then this was a decent info dump by him. That's about it, really. Again, there isn't really enough information online to get a good idea of what is going on here. I can make some guesses, but in the end, it's really up in the air for debate. In my opinion, this was just some failed project that didn't gain enough attention. I doubt this is a genuine cult people participate in, though I do appreciate the effort that went into it. The entity that we see in these videos, albeit a bit goofy looking, is pretty creative in its design. I'm not sure if this person had further ideas for all of this, but if they ever did make a comeback, I'll be lurking in the background for it. If you guys enjoyed this, then just let me know down in the comments, and if there's something weird online like this you'd want me to cover, then alert me, and I'll check it out. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.